All right, everyone, welcome to the next episode of Dude, Where's My Flashlight? We have the most honored guest today. We have Mas from France. Mas, bonjour. How are you, my friend?
Bonjour. I'm
I
fine. And you?
I'm good, man. I wish I could speak French and we could do this in French, but unfortunately, I don't speak French, and so we'll get this going in English. I've been so inspired by you, man. I love seeing your work. I love seeing the exact precision, the dedication to this craft. Man, I can't tell you how much I really love your work, and I'm so grateful to have you on the show. Um, first I want to get into talking about the recent change, or not the recent change, but the recent images of you putting the positive impact and on the spin on your art, and the world needs this more than ever now. Why is making this positive message so important to you?
For my last series, I won't work on other pictures, other techniques than calligraphy. For make a readable graphic for the people, because I think we are in a bad world now, and it's important to see the impact to the man on the earth. And I think we do a lot of composition than that for the people know it's not a good world now.
Yeah, and the root of my light painting comes from sending a good message. It's one thing to make a pretty portrait, and that's beautiful. I like that, but I think that as artists, as influencers in the social media, we can make a positive message through light painting and through this beautiful art. And I love to see this message from you. Sam, are there any new techniques that you mentioned that you can share with us, that outside of calligraphy, that you're working on right now?
I use the stencil for this series, because stencil is more graphic, and a lot of people can see exactly what I think about this moment. And it's important for me to the people see what I have in my heart. I think calligraphy it's more abstract,
Yeah.
abstract, and I can't say what I want at the people, to the people.
Yes. To the people. No, I agree, and I love to see in the stencils and the images that you're mixing digital art and light painting. I think that's beautiful. I think there's nothing more stronger than to see those images, because people can realize what you're saying. And like the kangaroo in flames, very good. The earth is on fire because man is ruining the earth, and it's a very good positive impact message. I love it.
It's really bad moment, I think, for the Australian for this time, because it's horrible to see that, and I want I have created this pict, because I'm hungry to see that it's very horrible, I think. And my friend, your friend, Denis Smith, sent to me pictures, and it's very bad. The country has is very different now.
Yeah.
He sent pictures to me to a beautiful place before, and now three died, and it's
Yeah.
incredible.
It is. Yeah, it's incredible. It's heartbreaking. I hope that other artists who see this, who watch the show, maybe they start to light paint or make images with more positive impact to make awareness of these situations. I love Dennis. I love Dennis. Do you remember meeting him in Berlin?
And I have seen a lot of people, but because my English is very bad, I haven't speak with a lot of artists. I prefer make a lot of portrait in the bunker. It's more easy for me.
Yes, yes. No, I agree. I think I'm a little bit of both. A little portrait, a little talk. I'm a little 50-50.
But my friend, I learned very lot of English now for can speak with a lot of people because it's very bad for me to don't speak with all my friends and it's very difficult to be in a meetup and when I come speak with Matt Barras, with Denis Smith, with you, with a lot of artists, it's very bad for me. I don't like that.
I was in Paris for my 2018 Light Painter World Alliance meetup, and everyone was speaking very fast French, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know anything you're saying." So I feel you. I feel you. Matt, can you talk to us about your favorite meetup? I know you've done a lot. What's one meetup that really stands out to you?
I think my favorite meetup is Oviedo because it's my first one. I have seen for the first time a lot of artists. I can share a lot of things with all the artists on place. I meet a lot of artists with whom I keep in touch. I still see to share good moment with us and now I can make a project other project with this guy and woman.
Yes.
I have met Lish Factor. I have make a lot of things with their guy, with Marcel, with Dustin. I have met Frodo, Ivan, Iris. I have met, I know Palatet. I met a lot of things, a lot of time, Pala, because I'm near to Pala now. And it's very crazy. And after the Oviedo meetup, I have the chance to go to China with international staff light painting, and it's so crazy, really crazy. It's a very good moment, and for the first time in Oviedo, I have seen a lot of artists make a lot of things, photo call, speech. We have make a lot of session, workshop. It's very good moment for me.
Cool, man. I love it. I love it. Yeah, no, my first meetup was my favorite too because I got to meet so many new artists and I was very new to the light painting and I learned so much and everyone from the meetup was so nice and kind. And like veteran light painters helped the young light painters and it was very kind. It was funny because Frodo from Spain, he mentioned going to China and having you there, and it was a good with. Remember Roy? He made the dragons. Um, yeah. I like him.
Dragons, tiger, and all the temple in China.
Yes,
Very cool. And
yes, so good.
we have made this in Typhoon.
Uh huh.
And it's very hard to work in Typhoon, but it's a crazy memory for me.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. Mass, I want to talk about the League of French Light Painters. It's yes, I love it. Love the league. I support you as much as I can. What kind of recent projects have you guys done in the league?
I appreciate really the LFLP because there is a lot of good atmosphere with a lot of good person. and we can exchange on a lot of things on light painting. The older light painter can learn to the new light painter, exchange a lot of things, and I think it's very important for how art. We can make a lot of projects with this association. We can make a meetup. We can make exposition. You know exposition?
Yes.
And a lot of session with old guy. We can meet in France, but also in Belgium or in other country. And I think it's very good to exchange with a lot of guys with the same love to the art.
Yes, yes. No, I think it's great. And I hope that we can, in the world, make other league of not French light painters, but League of World light painters, or in that region. Because, like you said, it's really nice when people can get together. They can do projects together. They can learn from each other, help the community.
Because if you are alone in your country, you can exchange with Facebook and social networks, and it's important because for the end you are not alone. You can exchange, and you can meet the guy and make a lot of things, and you can learn a lot of things. If you don't know what material used, the guy can say to, you can take this or this or this. It's very cool. If you have a project and or if you want work with light painting, a lot of person can explain to you for the how make that. And I think it's important for a lot of person, and with this type to association, if you have a good person, a good atmosphere, it's very good for going far.
And some of the meetups, you guys make your own DIY tools at the meetups. You show people how to make their own calligraphy wands.
Yesterday I have made that.
Wow!
Two tools with two LED two bond LED. One in
Cool.
and one other with RGB. You can change the color, and in the same time you can make a lot of things with that. And in the meetup to Berlin, I have my old, but I love this tool for make a lot of things. It's my favorite tools for make my calligraphy. I have make a workshop to in Canaria with Ivan for light painting paradise, and I show this tool to the guy, and one guy show me what he make 2 weeks after. He make a good light. It's not the same. He make one light with one bond LED here, big bond LED, and here it was a little bond LED, and he can make one traces, little traces with that, and one just with one tool. It's very cool. And I have seen your work, and you make good graphics now. It's cool.
My friend, I am trying. It is not easy. I'll be the first to say that it's taken me a lot of tries. It's taken me a lot of hours of practice and practice and practice.
Yeah, training a lot of, and use really your body for make your movement. It's very important.
Yes, I was talking to Stabu Light in a past episode, and
Yeah,
he
yeah, this is the interview. Yeah,
oh man, so good. I love him. And you know, as you kind of help teach others, he teaches me, and it's just the beautiful process of teaching and learning, and then now you're seeing me do calligraphy because of you, and because of him, and so for that, thank you so much. Merci beaucoup. I mean, thank you so much. Yeah.
I'm happy to share my experience because it's important for me to share with people, and you can I can go far with you when I see your work, when I see Stabber work or the other guy. I can see what do you want make and what do you make really, and when you make bad things, it's not really bad things. It's good because for at the moment when you make a form, when you make your shop, it's not good for you. But if you see you picked after, it's important to remember, oh, you are make that, and after you can make other things, and it's very cool.
Thank you.
I'm I'm happy to see Stabber learn to you the calligraphy. I'm very happy. It's very cool, and if there is a lot of guy to make the same things to me, I try to go far for make other things. It's good for me.
Yes, yes. No, it's and we're so thankful for your teachings. And it, like I said, I spend half of my time light painting doing calligraphy now because I find it very beautiful. I find it the most challenging. It's the most rewarding when you get it done and you do it right and you learn. Um, yeah. So thank you, Mass. I wanna ask you real quick. Speaking of calligraphy, because that's I think wow, this is your masterpiece is calligraphy. Are there any exercises or any training specifically that could help somebody either mentally or physically to help them with calligraphy? For example, when I'm doing my calligraphy, I count. I count in numbers. I use mathematics. I say 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Um,
I make the same when I make the show in live because it's very important. But when I make my calligraphy, it's not the same because the movement is very important. If you want make one shape with one texture or one other texture, it's not the same movement. You can go slowly and you can go fast, and it's really not the same. And I'm not I don't count when I make my calligraphy. I concentrate me on my position, on the position to my life, to my hand. Just when I'm in show, because in show you have the music, it's not the same. The light for a good show, it's important to the light live, and I can't. But it's interesting. What do you say? Because when you can't, you can make a new choreography with your light, and I think it's a good way for make a good shop in calligraphy.
Yes, thank you. And it also helps me remember what I've done so far because I think calligraphy or let's say long compositions like yours with a lot of pen work, not just calligraphy, but now on top of this extra is all of the intricate pen work. And you remember what you've done, and it could be 2 minutes before you're like, oh, what did I do over there? You know, and so for me, I'm always trying to do like memory games where I'm like, okay, what did I do? And so do you have any advice or any help for somebody like trying to remember what they did like 2 minutes before? You're like, oh man.
You know scripter.
Scripter, yes, scripter, yeah, or
Yes.
script, yeah.
I use a lot of scripter. It's just for finish the composition for make a new texture, because I can make calligraphy just with that, but I think it's more beautiful if I introduce a little light inside for for take more precision. And it's same to arabesque. When you see the arabesque, you have a big form, big shape. You can put point, star, and little traces, and I think it's just for finish your composition. And with that, you can write, you can make a lot of things. It's very cool.
Yes, I agree. I love it. When I saw that style from you, I knew that I had to practice this the most. And I'm actually finding that longer lines are almost easier than short ones because the short ones can be a little bit messy, but the long ones, well, actually, how do you do it? Do you like longer lines or do you like little short ones or both?
I love both, but with the scripter, with the light pen. Okay, scripter, other scripter, and paint. Oh no, no pen! No battery. Uh, yeah, it's the same. Light painting paradise. And when you use that, if you want make long traces, use your body. It's the same to the calligraphy. For make a good traces, it's important. And when you want make a little traces, you just you work with your, I don't know what that,
A
your
wrist.
waist.
Yeah.
Use your waist, because you can move with your finger and with your waist, and you can make a lot of little things for make a texture in your big calligraphy. It's cool, very cool.
I love it. I love it. Is there Mass? Is there a certain order or a certain process? I know that you want to do maybe the big calligraphy shape first, and then you finish with a little bit of light. Is it always in the same order?
I think it's more easy to finish with a scripter, because you remember where you have make your traces. But I can start with scripter. I know all my calligraphy, and if you want, the people say, "Wow, you can start just with the little." Because now with the Olympus system, a lot of people can see what do you do in the same time, in real time, and if they see just a little traces, they don't understand what do you do, and you finish with the big shot. I love to see the people. Oh, what you do? What you do? Huh? What's that? What's that? And after I make a big shape, and okay, good now. I can start with the fine line or with the big line. Yeah, it's not a problem for me. But if you start in calligraphy, I think it's more easy to start with the big shape.
Yeah.
Because you make your structure in the structure to the calligraphy, and after you make the decoration
Mm-hmm.
with the sculptor, and I think it's really more easy when you start the calligraphy. After when you know your form, your shape, excuse me, you can make what do you want, I think.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Um, Mass, question for you. When you hear the shutter click and you're about to start light painting, I want to know what's going on in your head. What are you telling yourself? What are you reminding yourself of?
I say go, man. Do something good. And but when I heard the click, immediately I'm in concentration. What I have to do, the movement, the composition, and after there is the choreography take a place, and step by step the composition appears. Usually, I make a lot of abstract things, and when I make my calligraphy, I make one traces. I remember what I do, and I can make other and other and other and other and other, and I remember all shape, all traces when there are. It's for that the body is very very important. When I make calligraphy, I know it's just automatically in my body. I can close my eyes and draw. It's not a problem for me. But I have a lot work. I have work a lot of on this shop. It's for that.
Yes, and I'm not sure if you know this, but every few months I blindfold myself during the day because when I'm light painting, I sometimes close my eyes. I don't need to see. I know exactly. I feel where I am in space and what I've done with what color.
Good techniques, but I think it's important to see your repair, your landmarks in the space. You can. It's important to know where is your camera. It's important to know where are you for the camera, and it's good. It's good. It's a really good training if you close your eyes, because you can have your move. It's more good, I think. Well, if you want make a star, if you are the camera, if you make a star here, it's not a star. It's just a point. For a start, it's directly for the camera. You know.
Yes,
Uh,
yes.
it's a good aspect to work with. I have do that too. work with my eyes closed, and it's good for the sensation.
Yes, I love it. I love to light paint with my eyes closed, but I also just go around my house in during the day because I'm really remembering. It's a remembering training for my mind. That's where that is. That's where that is. You know, and so in the dark,
After your body take automatic movement, it's very cool. I don't know a lot of person make that, but I think it's a good training, really
yeah,
good.
thank you. Yeah, I agree. I hope that people try this who watch the show to want to maybe be better at the light drawing because it really helps with the remembering where you were and what you've done. Um, and so, Mass, my another question for you is, and this is the probably the most important. I struggle. I have a hard time with knowing when to stop. Knowing when to stop the composition because now I have the skills to add anything I want anywhere I want. And so, what is your advice to me to know to say, stop, I'm done. I've done it. I've done it. I don't want to add any more lights to the composition because that might ruin the composition. Do you have any advice for me to be like, okay, sometimes less is more?
It's more, yeah. A lot of light painters say that, and it's a joke with a lot of light painter because when you start light painting, you won't make a lot of light. You can't stop your body. Oh, I want a lot of. But after when you see the pictures, oh, there is a lot of light here. I don't see what I want to do, and it's not really cool. If you can make light painting with just simple trace, simple shape, and with a little light in your composition, you can make a very beautiful picture. And when we are in the meetup to Berlin, we have make a lot of picture with Denis, with Stabu, and when we make a composition around the people, we stop and one guy make. Oh wait! I won't make another. No! Stop, please, no! And he makes it, and he trash the composition. Oh, no! Why do you make that? And we say less is more.
Yes. Mass, another, so along the same lines, when I'm making uh, light in the composition, if I make light on top of light on top of light, it's very bright into the composition. It's almost it burns the image. Like so when you start your structure, you always start from the same spot. So this is the floor, and you start here and you come up, right? And you start another one, you come up this way, right? You start another one, maybe you go straight up, maybe you go three little dots. I'm learning. Um, but this point here where you start, there's a lot of starts. There's a lot of light here because you start at the same spot, and so a lot of the times that's really bright, and the rest of the composition looks nice, but in that one spot it's super bright. How do I get around that?
You can play with that. It's not totally a fault. It's not a problem. You can make a lot of light in this part, and after go in a fine other part. It's depend to your composition. When I make my line for a lot of composition, what I do, I start with a star, a big star, and after I can make a lot of things in the same place, and after you can you have a big composition, light composition here, and you can go in small composition around. It's a game. If you take a lot of light in all the composition, it's not good. But it's you have if you have a lot of light in one part to your composition, you can play with that. It's not a problem. You have a lot of light here, you make
Yeah.
a fine line, and after you can make a lot of light here.
Yes. So it's balanced.
Yeah, you can play with that. It's not a problem. If you make your composition, don't stop. See, remember what you make, and after you can play with that. It's not totally a problem. I think. Maybe sometimes yes, it's problem. Stop the composition because there is a very lot of light, and it's really not beautiful. But if you have a lot of space for work, I think it's not a problem. You can make other thing, or you can make with other tool,
Yes. Yes.
and you can play with that.
Yes. And I think the main thing to learn here is when I make a mistake on the left side or what I feel is a mistake, if I do the same mistake on the right side, it's no more of a mistake because that's supposed to be there. And so I don't want to stop my composition. I just do the same mistake over here. And now it looks beautiful because it's symmetrical.
But
Or like you said, play with it over here, play with it over here, and you save the composition.
yes, but you do make the same fault in the other part. It's difficult. I think it's a good training. If I think when you don't make what do you want, when you make a fault in composition, it's a good training to don't stop your pictures and try to save your composition and make other things with that. And it's a good idea to make the other things, two things in the composition, bad things. But if you make two bad things, it's not really bad. And after you can draw all the things in the center, for example. Oh,
Yes,
it's cool.
yes, very good training. Yes, I love it. Okay, Mass, I want to talk about your home studio. I want to talk about your creative space. And it,
You want to see my studio in my home?
yeah, cool. Yeah, let's see it. Let's go.
It's really little. Okay.
Oh, yes. Awesome. I love it.
Little, and I can work. I put my camera here, and, and after I have this place for working. It's little, but I think it's good to learn to work in a little space, because after you can make what do you want or where do you want.
Yes, yes.
But one day I said to Cisco, don't work only in your studio. It's not good. Go outside, because you have not the same place. It's another universe, and you can make a lot of things. For me, it's important to work in my studio for learn my shape, my calligraphy, and after I can make my calligraphy in all place. It's cool. And here I'm alone. I'm really alone. I can work in the day, in the night, when I want. It's cool.
Yes, no outside distractions, no weather problems, no street lights, no car horns, people. Yeah, yes. I love it too. I love it too. Okay, Mass. I know that music is important to you. If you could add one song to the master light painting playlist, one song, what inspires you the most to light paint?
I love a lot of R&B and rap.
I don't know.
The rap, French rap,
Oh,
RAP.
okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And if you know I am
No, but I want to.
French group. I think it's a song to for this moment for a lot of things. It's a French song, but the title is La fin du monde, la fin de leur monde.
Okay, I'll find
Uh,
it.
a song to I am French rap group, and this song is about the evolution of our society, and I found it's topical on the rivers, all the harm that man can do for the power and the money. A big reflection the society and in the planet. And I love this song. I love this group.
Cool. I can't wait to listen. It should be good. It should be good. Okay, Mass, one final question for you. If someone came up to you that was a beginner light painter and said, "What are some things that I should know, or what are some things I should remember when I start light painting?" What advice would you give them, or how would you help them?
For make light painting, it's important to enjoy you, because if you don't enjoy, you can't make beautiful things. And I think for make good light painting, it's a lot of work. If you want make one or other techniques, it's the same for the calligraphy, for the stencil, for drawing, for a lot of things. It's important to training you. If you don't make, you can't make beautiful things in the first time, but if you work a lot, you can make a lot of things. You must not stop to training, and above all, you must not despair it.
Mm, yes.
It's very, very important, and I think it's important to exchange with other artists for see what we can do in light painting, because when I start in light painting, it's not the same to now. We haven't I don't know a lot of artists when I starting, but now I can see a lot of techniques, a lot of things to the guy around the world. I love a lot of the work to Palatet, to Tim Gamble and Mark Barras, Gillies. There is a lot of light painter. Diana Pons. the German guy, English guy, French guy, Spanish guy, Chinese guy, American. You start to make good things. I don't know a lot of American guy, but I know Delight. Delight
Yes.
is in New York with Shanette now. Shanette and all this person make a lot of things for our heart, and I think it's important to see what we can do for search new idea, but I think it's not good for to make the same things to the other, because just for training it's cool, but for it's not good for the light painting. I want the light painting go far, and since 5 or 6 years, I see a lot of things, a lot of people who make new things in light painting, and I think it's very interesting. The guy make a lot of done with the
Prism.
prism.
Prism. Yeah.
It's not the same to the kaleidoscope. It's not the same to the stencil. It's not the same to the backlight. It's not the same to. There is a lot of techniques, and I think when you start the light painting, it's important to see all that for your imagination, and after, when you see the other pictures, for me it's my for me, when I see the pictures for the other artists, I want search. Oh wow, what's that? How he makes that? It's very interesting, and I think when you start, it's important to training a lot of, and it's important to exchange with the other. We speak to Stabe, and he exchange with you, and now you want try a lot of things in calligraphy, and you make a good job. And
Thank you. Oh, dude, that means so much to me, and wow, yeah, I can't say enough, man. Mass, wow, thank you, man. It's been a great podcast. One final question, maybe for me personally. Um, why do you love light painting so much?
Since a lot of years, light painting it's my life, because I live to the light painting. I make a photo call. I make workshop. I make show. I make a lot of things in light painting, and with the light painting, I can go in a lot of place, beautiful place. I see the stuff to light painting paradise in Canaria. In March, we have other event in Valencia, in Spain. I can go in China without light painting. I can't make all that, and I have met a lot of very good person, and I share a lot of things with this guy, with this woman, because they are very good person, and it's when I can meet her, it's already a good moment for me. And when I make light painting, I can think other things. I'm in my world, and I can forget my bad things in the life. And light painting, it's my life. I do body painting, but it's not the same. It's not the same word. It's not the same person. I love really the light painting. It's a big community, and with a lot of big and great person.
Yes, yes. Merci beaucoup, my friend. Yes.
And for all this person, I learn. I promise, I learn a lot of English for you guys.
Oh man, you're perfect the way you are, buddy. No worries. No worries, man. Mass, I can't say thank you enough. It's been a great podcast. I look forward to seeing more impactful art from you, more calligraphy, precision, beautiful shapes, beautiful structures. Again, from the bottom of my heart, from all of us in the light painting community, thank
Uh,
you.
when you want, I want you come in France and we play together.
I would love that. In fact, my girlfriend has family in Paris, and so I can come there. I can stay there for free. It makes sense. Visit family, light paint with you, light paint with Sabu in the south. Um, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's
No
go.
problem, when you want.
Okay, okay, my friend. All right. I'll see you,
Thank
my
you.
friend.
Bye bye.
Bye. Ciao.